This is one of over 150 cases of water donated by individual students and student organizations.
Pennsylvania's primary election is coming up next month.
Mike believes that the most important thing his customers should do is relax.
Some big projects are in the works for Penn State Brandywine campus.
The Penn State Berkeley Creamery is known worldwide, but its local customers may have to wait a while.
Pennsylvanians are becoming more aware of the clean environment of their drinking water. The Penn State Pan-Atlantic Council is hosting Women's Empowerment Week.
The members here serve as the backbone to the community by giving financial support, help, love, and even travel all the way to Madagascar for mission trips.
Some Penn State students travel to Israel in January.
A Penn State legend is saying goodbye after 48 years of serving the community.
This is something that if we were in this community at the time, we would want help from others as well, so we had to get involved.
Brian Davis, president of the Social Justice Coalition at Penn State, came up with the idea of bringing the community together to take clean drinking water to Flint.
I definitely think this is the first step towards unity amongst all Penn State students, and this is what it means to be a Penn State student.
Nearly 2 years ago, the city of Flint switched their water source from Detroit to the Flint River. That toxic water caused the lead to be released from Flint's Asian pipes, causing the current crisis. A doctor later found unusually high levels of lead in people from Flint, bringing attention to the crisis. Tanisha Farrell, a Penn State alum, moved back to Flint after graduating. She says the disaster is heartbreaking.
I almost feel like I'm in a third world country because it's like it's not accessible. It's like if they don't have bottled water, it's like I can't get to water.
Women, unborn children, and children under the age of 6 are particularly at risk. The EPA says lead exposure can affect your kidneys, reproductive organs, brain function, and blood pressure, among with other things.
This is one of over 150 cases of water donated by individual students and student organizations. One student even donated 24 gallons himself.
Even with all that support from the outside, Farrell is still outraged by what happened to the city's water and thinks the local government needs to be held responsible.
You couldn't provide water to one city. And when I just think like how inexpensive it was, how money hungry the government and people are, that they could have just easily fixed it and everything would have been fine.
People like Davis and Farrell are a part of the solution to this ongoing crisis in Flint. In University Park, I'm Angel Brock for the Center County Report.
Pennsylvanians are becoming more aware of the clean environment of their drinking water. Even though it's an issue in northern Pennsylvania, it's research conducted here at the Earth and Engineering Science Building.
Fracking is a slang term for hydraulic fracturing and is a technique that oil and gas geologists use when they pump water into an oil or gas well with high pressure that fractures the rock. Dr. Suzanne Brantley is a geoscientist from Penn State University who studies fracking in northern Pennsylvania.
We're worrying about the chemistry of water that we're drinking.
Every other week, the researchers go out to collect samples of water all over Pennsylvania.
It seems as if the companies can fix the wells that have problems.
If your water is contaminated, there are steps you need to take, like
is get a professional to come sample their water and then send it to get it analyzed at a commercial laboratory.
Penn State has an analytical library and has a water specialist that will go out with them to help them understand the water. Todd Sowers works with Brantley. He collects water samples to check for methane and other gases in the water. Even though they have found methane in the water, water with a low concentration of methane is not necessarily harmful, but the real issue is
when the concentrations get high enough, and I'm sure you've seen pictures of it, people can turn on their faucets and actually use a lighter and light their faucet, their stream of coming into their kitchen.
There is a website provided by Penn State that helps homeowners understand their lab reports.
It's important for us to take measurable steps to clean up the mess we've made.
Reporting in University Park, I'm Angel Brock for the Center County Report.
48 years? Talk about going by fast. Wow.
Many of you know the face of Mike Kerr, known as Mike the Mailman. He has been an icon on Penn State's campus for almost half a century. But time marches on, and Mike will soon say goodbye. He's set to retire on April 1st, the anniversary on the first day of his job 48 years ago. Born and raised in Lock Haven, Mike says he always loved Central Pennsylvania and considers himself a homebody. After landing the job at the postal office in State College in 1968, he knew he wanted to be in this business for the rest of his life.
It's bittersweet, it's really bittersweet because I like what I do. You know, I really don't consider it a job. I mean, no one should have this much fun and call it a job.
His warm and welcoming heart gives visitors to the post office a fun and friendly experience. Even though the line may stretch out of the door, Mike makes sure everyone leaves with a smile.
I want it to be happy. And the people with it, I want them to be happy. I'm surely happy. That's why I can't have a down day. If I ever have a bad day, I'm blessed with all this. I mean, just, I don't know.
Mike believes that the most important thing his customers should do is relax. In fact, he has this relax sign in over 50 languages that he shows to customers of different cultures.
He's known for holding up a nice sneaker sign to his customers wearing a unique pair of shoes. His customers appreciate his kindness, and some stop by to visit, bring gifts, even his favorite snack, cookies.
He treats everyone like they're more than human. I mean, he just makes everyone feel loved and welcomed, and sometimes when you're away from home, you really can use that.
Mike says he's going to use his retirement to spend more time with his family, work on his home, and even write a book. In University Park, I'm Angel Brock for the Center County Report.
Hi, I'm Angel Brock.
And I'm Leo Rucci-Turner. This is a Penn State Today Quickcast.
Some big projects are in the works for Penn State Brandywine campus. A groundbreaking ceremony last week kicked off construction for the first residence hall on campus in a new student union building. Both are set to open August 2017. The dorm will house more than 200 students, and the student union will have a dining hall, bookstore, student rec areas, and more. Some Penn State students travel to Israel in January, and applications will be taken soon for those interested in their next trip. During the Israel Uncovered trip, students from Penn State and other American universities traveled to 4 regions of the country, learning about Israel and its history. They saw presentations on business, art and cinema, journalism identity, and the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. If interested, visit davidproject.org/Israel Uncovered to apply.
That's all for this Penn State Today Quickcast.
For more, go to our website, commedia.psu.edu, to see student-produced news from the College of Communications. Have a great day.